it sucks to have a family that treats you badly or like poorly. It doesn't matter. You get the point, right? And I do understand that a lot of people have good families and they have very good connections and relationships with them, right? Whether it's their father, mother, uncle, sister, brother, whatever, right? And there's a lot of those people and they're very lucky. But what happens to those people who just have parents that act like childs? That act like children. And I'm a part of it, right? I have a very complicated relationship with my family, right? And when I think about it, it's it's always embarrassing for me to have a family that just nobody really likes each other, and that's a problem, man. And I'm and it's really embarrassing for me. Like I'm telling this right now. I'm being open and honest because I just want to get it out. I don't want to keep this within me all the time. And it was just something that came up right now. It's currently 11 p.m. 23:01 right now, and I was just thinking, it really sucks to be a part of. I'm not saying that I'm a victim or anything like that. Like I'm not some kind of pussy ass guy to fucking say, "Oh, I'm a victim." Oh my god! Look, the more you live in a family like this, the more you live in a family that's like that doesn't treat you well. That's very complicated. That just you can't get along well with. And don't get me wrong, I do have my mother, which she's great. And my grandmother, and they're both great people. That's like the only two people that I know well. And anybody else that's in my family tree, it's just I don't even know them. Either I don't even know them, or if I do know them, then I realize how shitty they are, basically. So yeah. But as you grow up in this kind of family, the only benefit you get from this is that because your family is sometimes so rough on you, you tend to get used to it and you learn how to get past it. Well, that's for most people. Some people don't get past it like I do, but you learn to get used to it. You learn how to deal with this kind of stress and just um, how would I say it? Like there's problems basically. That's related to your family or like related to people. And that's what sucks because it's you were born in this world, right? You were created by your own parents, your mother and father, right? And they love each other very much at a certain point. But then with most families, it's like they have a kid and then they get divorced, which happens to be me as well. Like it, and I hate that because like you make a child and like a few years go by, like, and this doesn't count to people who have like to people who had like children and they divorced when they were like 16, 17, like when they were teenagers. By that point, fine, it's okay. But when you're like, I don't know, 8 years old and your parents get divorced, I mean, that's still, you're pretty young and it sucks, to go through that kind of thing. But the more you grow up, the more you realize it's probably better that they are divorced because those two people probably don't belong to each other. They don't go well with each other anymore like they used to. And that's the thing, right? But it still kind of pisses me off that you can like some parents make a child, they decide to have a child, and they just get fucking divorced, man. And like it's like it seems like they don't think about the kid at all, and they just say screw it, let's just go on our own ways and just they don't even think about how the child is gonna be, how the child is gonna like behave, or how he's gonna feel. Or maybe I don't know, but I'm solely judging off what uh, seems, because right now, yes, I'm being ignorant. Like I'm judging people who I don't know, or I'm judging something that I don't know entirely. Maybe some people, maybe some parents do really try, but it just doesn't work out. If that's the case, then shout out to them, respect, right? But to those who don't even try, to those who just fight all the time and just make problems worse with just instantly trying to make just trying to make things be calm instantaneously. Like, you have problems, you guys are angry. Oh, let's get a divorce instantly because one thing didn't go right. In that case, fuck you. Yeah, that's right. That's it. Fuck all of you. Anyways, sorry. But it really sucks to be a part of that kind of family. And I don't envy people that are in those families. I feel bad for them because I know how it feels. And like, the more you grow up as well, the more you want to get away from those people. The more like you want to be independent. You don't want to be with people who you might not even like because you know that from experience. You know from people that, and they're on a side note, they're meant to love you, man. They're meant to be the best people. They're meant to be like trusted. But sometimes, for the rest of us, it's we can't even trust someone like our own very parents, either our father, mothers, or even both of them. And some families are worse when everyone is alcoholic or drug addict. It sucks, and I get it. I really do. With mine, it's more like emotional, mental, and sometimes even physical. But I'm not even gonna, you know. Look, everyone has a history in their families, right? With their families, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And what I'm talking about is just being a part of one of those families, and that's why I just want to get away from them as well. Like, just get away from those people because that's like the only solution. You can't. These people are never gonna change. They're always gonna be who they are, right? Because they're adults, and they are not willing to change anymore because it's been so long. They're maybe even 50 years old by now. Who knows? But they're adults, right? And some of them just don't care, like they used to. Or maybe they've never cared. That's why getting away from them is the best solution. That's what I want to do. I live in a pretty nice house, I'd say, and but the company is really bad. Like it's right now it's more so annoying because in the past it used to be worse, but right now it's really annoying where it's just intolerable. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's difficult, man. It really is difficult living with these kind of people, especially when it's your parents, because like you think about them and they're like meant to love you, they're meant to care for you, they're meant to be gentle with you, they're meant to teach you things and support you. But again, for some of us, that's just not the fact. That's just not the case. I really want to be independent, live with someone that I know that is a normal person, or just live by myself, because I realize that being alone is really just that's where I'm most comfortable. Just being alone, being calm, not being always crazy, not yelling all the time for attention, or just trying to make others, trying to please others, which I did used to do, by the way. I always used to please other people, but just being alone just really relaxes me to the soul. So yeah. Anyways, that was my take on being a part of families that just suck, man. So yeah. And if you are struggling, if you are a part of those kinds of families where it's just pain, dude, just have patience. Really, honestly, just have really good patience. Learn, or just teach yourself to have really good patience, and get the fuck out of there. Take that chance. If you have that chance, take it. All right, because a shitty apartment is much better than living in a nice house with people you don't even like at all, who are intolerable. So living in a shitty apartment is much better than that. All right. This was Captain Jackpot, and I'll see you at another time. Bye bye. Yeah. Keep on rolling, baby.